Hello, everybody. So, I wanted to run you through this Nancy Pelosi story quick if you haven't heard of it. It's pretty funny, actually. The past 2 years, most or a lot of day traders have been following her stock picks. Now, it's actually her husband who does the official trading for her, but it's widely believed that she's the one telling him what to do because there's all these weird scenarios where, for example, there was an antitrust hearing against big tech last year where if the vote had went a certain way, it would have been very bad financially for the companies. But prior to that meeting, her husband bought $5 million worth of shares in Google, or what are called call options, which basically multiply the amount of money that you make on a trade. But they expire by a certain time, so they're more risky, but you can make more money on them. But yeah, so right before the hearing on the issue, he bought $5 million in Google call options, and the vote went in favor of Google and big tech. So the stock price went up significantly, and they made millions of dollars. And that's just one situation out of many. There are a lot of times where where he technically traded around medical information that the FDA hadn't given out yet, that where he bought companies that had drug approvals. And I've seen several articles that say they haven't lost money on a trade in these past 2 years, that they've outperformed pretty much every hedge fund. So that made me wonder, what's their net worth? I mean, because and by the way, there is a law saying that people in Congress cannot get in trouble for insider trading because they are bound to be around sensitive information, so it wouldn't be fair for them to get in trouble from insider trading, they say. But anyway, that made me wonder what Nancy Pelosi's net worth is. So I looked at it, and of course I was blown away by the 114 million that she's worth. But I was even more blown away when I clicked on this list and saw that there's a ranking of the top 50 richest congressmen and women, and all the way down to number 50, this person is worth 10.7 million. There's only 535 people in Congress, so 10% of them are worth over $10 million. You know, I'd like to see a full list of the 500 of them and know how many millionaires there are. And this gave me an idea that I'm going to do it for my own personal interest, but let me know if this is something that you would be interested in seeing, and I'll basically make a video of what I was going to do in my own spare time. This made me curious of how many of these people people in Congress were millionaires before they held their position in Congress, because if they went into Congress not being millionaires and are now millionaires, then there's definitely something wrong with that. And if they were rich before going into it, then whatever, that's fine. But you can't go into politics not being rich and then just suddenly pop up rich one day. So at the very least, these people right here, I don't think you can say they represent the people they're trying to represent very well at all. So I'm going to start looking into this. This is a big thing that I want to get into with this channel, is to really expose some of the ugly stuff that goes on. And I want to get into that a lot more in the future. Right now, I've been doing a lot of the history and the economic stuff. I know that, but it's important context for the stuff that I plan on getting into, and I just want to I guess give you as much context as possible before we really get into the heavy current day stuff. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.